Okay, you can see we get a lot of upload for the handout. The reason is this time my website domain sometimes they get a problem, so I cannot get in. So that's why I can upload as much as I can in order for no problem later on. Okay, and now for any student already learning from the spring 2021, and you already know most of the things we will be talking about. However, only thing you don't have to do your assignment. But I really want you can do on the quiz. Get at least 70% or higher without looking into any information. Okay, that just helping you. Okay, last time we already talking about the decibel. I quickly go through at least few things. They said the decibel unit, that's important in amplifier measurement. And basically the decibel is the measurement of the ratio between input, output, and input. That means the output power and the input power, output voltage, input voltage, or the current output to the current input. And they get a formula to calculate the gain of the power or voltage or current. For the power, you're using the formula AP in decibel equal 10 times log of AP. And AP is the gain of the power. That will be ratio between PL and PE. And same thing in the voltage, AV in dB, using the formula equal 20 log of AV, VL divided to VE, and the current the same at the voltage, 20 log of AI. That means IL divided to IE. And now they said the 0 dB reference. Okay. When you get for the gain, okay, of the voltage, that means AV equal VL over V in. If VL in over V in, you equal 1. Okay? That means V out and V in the same. We not lost anything. For example, you apply 10 volt, peak to peak input, and the output equal 10 volt. That means the same. That's what they say. Maximum gain equal to mid-range gain. Okay, and equal 0 dB. Okay, if you take the 20 log of 1, then you get the 0 dB. Okay, 0 dB just telling you output and input will be the same, no loss. Okay, so in the mid-range gain, that means the in and the out will be the same. That's what they call in 0 dB, no loss. And that will be a critical frequency, and you have to understand. Critical frequency, they get a different name. They can be cutoff frequency, or corner frequency, or the break frequency. What is that frequency? At this frequency, output power drops to 1/2 of its mid-range. So that means at the mid-range, if you get output supposed to be 10 watt, and now they only 5 watt. Okay, and at this frequency, okay, voltage will be dropped 7.7 of mid-range. Okay, and if you take the 20 log of 0.707, that means you can get 3 dB. So basically, in the critical frequency, the output of the voltage will be going down 3 dB. Minus 3 dB equivalent to 0.707. And then dBm power measurement. A unit that is often in measure power is a dBm. Okay, now the thing is you don't know anything about dBm. Outside, we don't know anything. However, if you're working on the lab, especially for radio frequency lab, when you measure, they given you dBm. Okay. However, we not deal with the dBm. For the power, we deal with the watt, milliwatt, or kilowatt. Okay. So that's why they have to get some way to converting from dBm to watt or milliwatt or kilowatt. Okay. The term dBm measure, that means decibel reference to 1 milliwatt of the power. Okay, so dBm means decibel reference to 1 milliwatt, and this is the formula. dBm equal 10 times of log of whatever power divided to 1 milliwatt. If you want to get the converting, okay, the power to dBm, or the dBm to the power in watt milliwatt, this is the formula we're using. Now, 30 dBm equal how many watt? That's what last time we already go to you. If you get any question, let me know. Or I can skip that. Okay? Make sure you must be understand. If I given you dBm, you're able to calculate to telling me how many watt or milliwatt we can get equivalent. Okay. The second one, they said they want to adding 1 dBm to 1 dBm. Now, how can we do? First thing, we cannot adding dBm to dBm. So what they said, we must change the watt or milliwatt to 8 dBm. Then you can add it. Then you must converting back to dBm. That is the way. And I believe this time I already get it done. Okay. Same thing. Cannot add dB watt to dB watt or dB volt to dB volt. Must change to watt or volt. Then add, after that, convert it back to dB watt or dB volt by the formula. dB watt equal 10 times log of P over 1 watt or dB volt equal 20 times log of any volt divided to 1 volt. So that is basically you can not adding dBm to dBm. You cannot adding dB watt to dB watt. You cannot adding dB volt to dB volt. In order to do it, you have to convert it to milliwatt or watt to dB volt to volt, okay, dB watt to watt or milliwatt or dB volt to volt. Add them up, then you can convert it back to a dBm or dB watt or dB volt. So any question regarding into that part here? I can guarantee when you apply for the job technician, they will be asking you. So I have to do without any problem. Okay, and now we get the example. A data sheet says that output of amplified 24 dBm. What is the output power? That means they want the output power in milliwatt or watt. Okay, if you're looking into that, can you get the answer? The answer we already given to you calculation here, 251.2 milliwatts. Okay, if you get any question, let me know. If it's not, you do it for related problem. Okay? They said a data sheet said that the output of an amplifier is 10 dBm. They want to know what is the output power, A, B, C, or D. Which one is it? Who already done? think you have to do it.
I guess is A.
What you got?
I guess A.
A. Okay, one people got A. Who else?
I agree.
Okay. Also A.
If it's base 10, it's 10 times bigger than what the base is. So if the base is 10 was 1 milliwatt, then if we're calculating 10 milliwatts, that's 10 times bigger.
Okay. If no one get a different answer, so that will be A. Okay, so to make sure okay, you already understand. Now, can you telling me I given you that one? Okay, try to say it 45 dBm equal how many watt? Do it for me. You get 25 dBm. And I want it to be in watt.
Is it 31.6 watts?
You get 31.6.
31.6 milliwatt.
No, it's 31.6 watts.
One get a watt. One get a milliwatt. Which one?
31.6 watts.
31.6 watts.
Okay. So that means answer will be 31.6 watt.
Yeah, watt.
Okay. So you know it's some wrong, right?
Yeah,
That's okay.
multiply. Yeah.
Let's see, 33.31, right?
31.6 watts.
Well, that is the answer. Okay, the next one. Can you add 0 dB volt, 0 dB volt? Add
No,
for
the
me.
answer is no.
What is the answer?
The answer is no. You have to convert first.
Okay, I don't care. I want the answer.
1 milliwatt.
No, you're adding dB volt to dB volt. You're supposed to answer in dB volt.
The answer is 2 volt.
No. What I'm saying again, you adding dB volt to dB volt. Answer will be in dB volt. You cannot telling me equal how many volt.
Six dB volt.
Okay, you said 6 dB volt. I want to know who else.
I think, Mr. Pham, I think the way you taught it the last time was you got to take the 0 dB volt, just any, since they're both the same, just work out either one of them. Then once you find the answer to that one, you can you use it for the second one and combine them together.
I already telling you. You cannot add dBm to dBm. You cannot get adding dBm to dBm. Cannot adding dB watt to dB watt. Or dB volt to dB volt. Now, in order to adding dB volt to dB volt, first thing you must be converted into the volt. Then you can adding volt. After you get the total, you have to convert it back to dB volt. That is the process for on off the adding.
So 0 dB volts is 1 watt, or excuse me, 1 volt, plus 1 volt is 2 volts. And if you do the 20 times the log of 2 volts, it's 6.02 volts.
Okay, you understand the formula for dB volt. Equal what? Is it 20 log?
20 times the log of V1 to V2. It's log base 10.
Of V, not V1 of T, over 1.
Over 1 volt, sorry.
That is the formula. And now you get 0 dB volt. So that means that equal 0. Okay. So if you want the log only, volt, I can say V1 over 1 volt equal
Answer
Zero.
0. Yeah, there we go, 0.
Okay, so you remove the log V1 over 1 volt equal 10 power of 0 equal 1. That will be telling you V1 equal 1 volt times 1 equal 1 volt. Same thing. You can get V2 equal 1 volt. And now you add it. V total 1 volt, 1 volt, 2 volt. And now you convert it back to dB volt. Okay, so that is the answer. If you get any confusing, any question, anything you cannot understand, go ahead and ask it, okay? But try to make it clear. More exercise that will be helping you to do without any help. Okay, any question? Okay, if it's not, okay, now try another one. Okay, can you do that for me?
So essentially, you do that the same way you did the last one, except for this is dBm.
Yeah, you can do right away without any help. That will be okay. What I said, you interview, you can get that. And you don't have anything with you. You have to do it right away.
Hey, Mr. Pham, just a real quick question. You said anytime we're talking about dBm, we're talking about power, correct?
Right,
So then,
only
So-
for power.
so it would be dBm equal 10 log P over 1 milliwatt.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Little formula.
All right, I got it.
I got 6.02.
You get 6.02 dBm.
Yeah.
I don't know. 6.02. I'm waiting. Any different student get the same answer or not?
Yeah, 6.02.
Then I want to know who else cannot get 6.02.
I get 2 watts.
Come on. dBm, adding dBm, answer must be dBm,
Okay,
cannot be watt or milliwatt.
then I get 33 dBm.
Okay, you get a different. Okay, we'll see who else.
I get 9.8.
Okay, you get another one. Okay, make sure you understand when you complete everything, I can make a certificate for you. However, before you're able to get the certificate, I given you the test, the job interview. You get 90%, correct? Then you can get certificate. Otherwise, you have to do until you get over 90%. That's just including every quiz I given to you. Okay, so now I can go over. First thing, formula for dBm. Tan time log of P over 1 milliwatt. Whatever P. Okay, so now I'm using for P1 for 3 dBm. First, of 3. P1, 1 milliwatt. And that will be equal 3 dBm. Okay, so I want the log of P1, 1 milliwatt
That's good.
equal 3.
5 by 10.
Okay, so
Yeah.
remove the log P1, 1 milliwatt.
I got 6.02.
Okay, equal 3. So P1, 1 milliwatt times 3. You get 3 milliwatt. So same thing, P2. And P total, P1, P3, P2 equals 6 milliwatt. Okay, and now you have to convert it back to dBm. So dBm total equal 10 times log of 6 milliwatt, 1 milliwatt. Okay, so you can take a 6 log of 6.
Mr. Pham,
Yes, sir.
I think when the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the fourth line, log P1 over 1 milliwatt is equal to 0.3.
Yeah,
That will be 3 dBm, right?
Well, you take the
So
10
3
on the other
divided
side, so you take the 10 to the other side, so it's divided by 10.
Okay,
Mhm.
so now you want to remove the log have to be 10 power of 3.
No,
So-
no. Before that,
But
you got 10 log, okay? So removing the 10, you have to divide both sides by 10.
Oh, okay. I know some wrong. Just a minute.
Yeah, you, Luke, I agree. It should be 3 divided by 10.
Just a minute. Okay, so basically you take the log P1, 1 milliwatt equal 3
Divide by 10.
over 10. Okay,
Yes.
Thank you. 3 divided to 10. 0.3. And you remove the log.
P1.
Equal,
10 to the power 0.3,
right, 10 power of 0.3.
which is approximately 2.
Yeah,
1.99 something, which is 2.
yeah, it's approximately, I agree, Mike. Equal to,
Okay, 10 to the power
of 0.3,
okay. What you get?
2.
basically 2.
Okay. So P1, 1 milliwatt times 2 milliwatt.
2 milliwatt, yeah,
So same thing, P2, 2 milliwatt.
right.
Okay, so P total,
4 milliwatt,
equal P1 plus P2, 4 milliwatt. Now you convert it back to dBm. So dBm total equal 10 times
10 log,
log,
4 milliwatt over 1 milliwatt.
yeah.
Which is just 4.
Is it 4?
Well, it's going to be
Take
10
log
log-
of 4 times 10.
right, exactly.
Six point oh two. Okay, so that is the answer. If you get any question or confusion or not quite follow it, let me know. That's a really need for technician.
So it looks like you can just add them. It's pretty much the same. 3 plus 3 is 6.
We got lucky, huh?
I don't know. That's just the way. The quick calculation. If you in the field, they given you, they can given your choice, A or B or C or D. Okay, any question, anything else? If it's not, we just move it. Okay, now they're talking about cascaded amplifier. Okay, that means you get one A1 amplify A2 amplify. Okay, so they want to calculate the total gain of the amplifier. If we're using normally number A1 equal to A2 equal 3, you want to calculate the total, you using A1, AV1 times AV2. That means 6. However, if they want it in dB, they given you the first one 2 dB and the second one 10 dB. Then the total you must be adding. Get 2 adding to 10. Okay, that is how to calculate the total gain for the amplifier. Impedance matching on resistance should be the same. That means you get the input impedance, output impedance. They're supposed to be the same. Okay. Impedance R in microwave is 50 ohm. Impedance R in TV 75 ohm. Coax cable, if you're using twin lead, 300 ohm. Impedance R in telephone system is 600 ohm. Normally, for maximum power transfer, input impedance, output impedance supposed to be the same.
Mr. Pham, hold it. Before, the one where you add it and the one where you multiply it, can you repeat that again? AV1, AV2.
Okay, so AV1 you get 3. Okay, just numerical. And that will be 5. So if you want to calculate the total, they will be 3 times. However, if they say they will be a 3 dB, 5 dB, then you have to add it. That is, you see the difference. That's a numerical.
Okay,
Multiply.
okay, thank you.
Welcome. Okay, let's see. At a higher frequency in microwave, the dB watt is the usual unit yield, where the reference is 0 dB watt is 1 watt. This one, we already get that. Okay, dB volt to 1 volt. So, example, for the amplifier, so calculate the power gain. Okay, so you get 2 watt in, 200 watt output. They want to be in dB. So you take 10 log of 200 watt divide 2 watt to get to 20 dB. Output power, dBm. You can take 10 log times 200 watt divide 1 milliwatt. You get 53 dBm. Okay. And also the same thing, you want dB watt. They will be 10 log 200 watt divide 1 watt. You get 23 dB watt. So basically, you get the gain for the watt. Okay, you can calculate it into dB watt or dBm. Okay, and also they given you that's a formula. We already did it. P power equal V square over R, or P equal V square over R, V out square over R. That's the formula we already know. Okay, now go to that review. And I already go to given you the solution, and you have to go through it. If you get question, let me know. They given number 1, amplifier at input 3 millivolt and output 5 volt. What is the gain in decibel? And the answer will be 64.4. And this is the solution how I can get 64.4. You try to see can you get number 1 done. That means you understand how do we get 64.4 dB. If you can get through it, then you have no problem when you do the assignment. And also you can go to number 2, okay? And go through it, try to make sure you understand how do we get that answer. And also number 3. You can see today you get a lot of download the handout. I think about maybe 1, 2, 3 or 4, I don't know. But on that handout will be try to get it done before the holiday in November. That means Thanksgiving. I think in November, December, we can get a lot of holiday, not time. And January will be completely done for the fall 2021. Okay, go ahead and try to go through 1, 2, and 3. You see if you get any problem. I want quickly go to here, see, okay, almost done. We try to get it done today. And tomorrow we will go to differential amplifier. And tomorrow we get 1 hour to talking about the lab. How can we do the lab? If you get a problem, what can you do to fix the problem? That means we're talking about troubleshooting. Exactly like when you go to work, you measure the output, they get wrong. How can you fix the problem? Make sure you have to do number 1, number 2, number 3. And you're able to get the same answer. Okay, so after number 1, number 2, number 3, with the solution, you must be get through it. Then you can do later in your time for number 4, number 5. Okay, and also you try to do your review. Okay, number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. That is all of the related to the dB decibel. Okay, and next meeting you get any question regarding to the review, then we will be help you out. Okay, you get any question about the decibel? Make sure you have to go through the handout and try to do on of the exercise or the review to make sure you understand it.
So Professor, you want us to do this review tonight and then we'll go over it tomorrow?
Anytime you get the question. Basically, that's a review or the assignment. I just try to get the same question in the company. They asking for your interview. So that's why I want you can get it done quickly without looking into any information. Okay, any question about the decibel? You understand most of the defense company in San Diego, they working on communication. So that's why interview technician, they will be asking, regarding into the decibel.
Got it. So we should be able to do this without looking at the notes, correct?
Right. Anything that will be the same in the quiz. Without anything, you can do it right away. More exercise, you can get along with the formula. You don't have to study, but you have to exercise, do it over and over. trying to do like myself without looking into anything. Still get know how to do what to do. Okay, so no more question. Then we'll be take the quiz for today. I stop my iPad.
Okay, let me go ahead, click on share screen. Okay, let me see decibel. Okay. Okay, so make sure you download the quiz answer sheet from the website. I did put the link on the chat, so you go ahead and download that. And here we go. Okay. Okay, so that's it. Make sure you upload the answer sheet into the website before 12 noon tomorrow. Okay.
Sam,
Yes.
can you show me question, I believe it's 7,
Question 7. Okay,
Seven.
hold on.
okay.
Question 7.
Thank you.
Okay.
There are two question 6.
There is. Hold on, let me look at it.
Check
Yes.
it before.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's two number 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, yeah, okay, you're right. There's two number 6. So choose either one. Either one would be fine. Just choose one. So either you choose this one or the one from previous, or you can choose it from this one right here. So either one be fine.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So let me see it in chat. Okay, look like everyone's good.
All right, now have a good night.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night. Thank you, Mr. Pham.
Good night.
Thank you. Have a good night. Bye bye.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Good night.